From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Wednesday, January 4th, 2017. Silver is trading at $16.45 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,165 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 1.38 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $1,100. Antiwar.com reports infighting around Yemen, usually the sides involved blame the other side for starting it. Not so on Tuesday, when both the Saudi-backed Yemeni troops and al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula issued conflicting statements insisting that they had been the ones who started major fighting in the Abyan province. The intense fighting raged for hours, leaving 11 Yemeni troops and 15 al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula fighters killed. The pro-Saudi faction claimed to have launched the attack as part of an ongoing effort to try to expel al-Qaeda from Abyan, a province they've had a presence in for many years. In their own statement, al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula insisted the Yemeni troops were just passing through the area when they were ambushed by al-Qaeda fighters, adding that they had chased the troops out of the area. The fighting took place in a particularly mountainous area, suggesting it was indeed an ambush. Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula's control of the Abyan province long predates the Saudi invasion, and indeed they have controlled the area as far back as the Arab Spring, in which longtime President Ali Abdullah Saleh was ousted and replaced by General Hadi, whom the Saudis are trying to reinstall into power. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports House Republicans scrapped plans on Tuesday to gut the Independent Office of Congressional Ethics after widespread criticism of the plan, including from President-elect Donald Trump. On the first day back for Congress after winter break, the GOP conference unanimously accepted a motion by House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy of California to restore the current panel's rules. 2 hours earlier, Trump criticized his fellow Republicans for plans to curb the power of the independent panel in Congress's first move of the year. During a closed-door meeting on Monday night, House Republicans voted 119 to 74 in favor of the proposal to put the office under the control of the House Ethics Committee, some of whose members would fall under the panel's scrutiny. Speaker Paul Ryan suggested in a statement, after 8 years of operations, many members believe the Office of Congressional Ethics is in need of reform to protect due process and ensure it is operating according to its stated mission. Ryan and McCarthy had suggested their colleagues vote against the idea. Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi slammed the proposal, saying Republicans claim they want to drain the swamp, but the night before the new Congress gets sworn in, the House GOP has eliminated the only independent ethics oversight of their actions. Evidently, ethics are the first casualty of the new Republican Congress. In 2115 New England, there are no borders, no states, and no regulations, yet never has a more peaceful and prosperous place existed. Faced with the prospect of waning power, Mr. Drake intends to replace the anarchy of New England with a government. Anarchy in New England by Joe Jarvis is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores. Reuters reports Maine Governor Paul LePage on Tuesday said he had signed a measure legalizing the recreational use of cannabis in his state after voters approved the move in a November ballot initiative. With the signature, the country's northeasternmost state becomes the 9th to legalize recreational use of cannabis. LePage, a Republican who opposed the idea, expressed reservations about how legalization would be implemented and confirmed signing the legislation proclamation. LePage said, "There is nothing I can do until the legislature gives me the money to set up the infrastructure. The law will allow adults aged 21 and older to use cannabis in private but not public places and to possess up to 2.5 ounces of cannabis." David Boyer, who led the legalization campaign, said in a statement, "Mainers will no longer be punished for using a substance that is safer than alcohol." Nearby Massachusetts last month became the first state in the Northeast to legalize recreational cannabis use after a similar measure passed in a November 8th ballot initiative. An October poll by Gallup showed that 60% of Americans now support the legalization of recreational use of cannabis. Cannabis remains illegal under federal law, and U.S. President-elect Donald Trump, who takes office on January 20th, has sent mixed signals about his views on it. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.